I'm on a bit of a roll, so I thought I'd carry on. Okay, so now that I've looked at sentiment, we started with data, we went to sentiment, and now we're going to go to the report page. And let me just shrink this a bit just so we can see it all. What we do here is we take all the data, we analyze the data that we've already gone and fetched. Let me think of a good way to start here. Well, the first thing we've got to do is we click on this button called Update Combos. What it's doing is it's taking all this new data and it's sticking it into the appropriate places so we can work with it. Yeah, I'm going to look at, we're in the month of April, so let's go to, I think it was the 17th was the last data, piece of data that it had. Now, I can look at things on a daily, weekly, monthly. I always like daily, I don't know. To me, I like to see all the noise. And I can either set the start date for a specific day, so I could look over 30 days, 50 days, whatever, I could customize it. Alternatively, I can refer to our default ranges of 1 or 2 years. I think 2 years is maybe a little bit long, so I'm going to stick with 1 year. And then I get the choice here of choosing a benchmark. Now, the benchmark I always use is the global Nareit index, and it's a global property Nareit index. I could look at a set of benchmark as the S&P 500 or bonds. Could pick and choose, but I'm going to stick with global. And then we have up here a whole list of different drop-down boxes so that we can look at all different indexes. I'm going to actually, we'll leave the S&P 500. This is the USA, being the US REIT market, USA, and UK, Europe, Canada. So USA stuff come in there again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick in the bonds. Let's look at bonds there. Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong, Australia. We've got, I think there are 10 indices that we can look at. If I wanted to, I could look at a lot more, but then I'd be over the page. I wouldn't fit it all in one shot, so I like it like this. And then I can say I click on Create Report, and away it goes. And it's going to build a correlation matrix and all fancy little mathematical tables and businesses in the background, and it's going to spit these numbers out here. You can see the numbers we're looking for are beta, alpha, R squared, which is a statistical measure of the relevance of the data, how much of it is noise or how much of it's actually telling you something, and variance, systematic variance, unsystematic variance, and correlation. These are all finance terms, and they help me understand what's going on in the market. As you can see, it's taken a bit of time, taking a lot more time than I would like it to take. We have uncovered a slight story in our model. For some reason, this thing is taking a lot longer than it should, and we need to address that. Not sure how. I'm going to keep quiet for a few minutes, and hopefully this thing's going to have done its business. I'm a little bit shocked at how long it's taken. It really shouldn't take this long, but it is. Maybe I'll just talk while the Excel model's running these calculations. I've got up here the only other button I think is of relevance in this particular page is a save table. Just all this data tells a story on a particular day, and I often like to refer to it in later times. So all I have to do is click that button, Save Table, and it will create a snapshot of this particular table, and it will stick it down in one of my directories. Just to talk about what this is. This is a linear regression line, basically solving the CAPM model. So it gives me a nice visual representation of what's going down, and I am certainly very shocked that it's taking this long. Just quickly checking around here. Seems like this Excel's got lost.